good feet and taken down. There's also a card. But this is a free kick to Japan in a position of promise.
Love their response too. Brazil puts pressure on them, gets them back and in their own box for a bit, and then you get a great response from Japan. And now Casemiro has to play this game very, very differently. That's just crunching, dangerous tackle from behind. If they can get Casemiro isolated a little bit without support, this quickness and mobility and quick interplay could be very, very effective and put him in a position like this where he's got to foul people.
Do have a reputation, Japan, of being strong on set plays. Carlo Ancelotti was talking about that yesterday in his pre-match press conference, and how careful Brazil needed to be in that regard. And a few candidates for this one. Daichi Kamada is there. And Hiroki Ito likewise. And Ritsu Doan also. What do Japan have up their sleeve here?
Absolutely, if you're going direct to goal, favors the right foot here, and you see the three-man wall of Japan behind Brazil. It's just to kind of hide the ball and make it a problem for Alisson to react.
And that one is fired straight into the wall by Daichi Kamada. Japan corner.
It's positive, Paul. It's living up to what we thought it would.
Well, you could make a decent team out of some of the faces in there. Roberto Carlos, Ronaldo, and the FIFA president Gianni Infantino in attendance for this one. This is a hot ticket, this, in the round of 32. Junya Ito's corner. Brazil able to repel it. Ito down the line for
Yo. World Cup. World Cup. Let's do it. Oye. Oye. Navy Jordan. Damn. Japan 1-0. Let's go. अगर आज ब्राजील आ गई तो नेमार बाहर है. नेमार का लास्ट वर्ल्ड कप होने वाला है. Shit. शब तक के लिए थोड़ी गेमिंग हो जाए. गेमिंग हो जाए. कौन सी गेम देखना पसंद करोगे भाई? जो मर्जी गेम बोलो, वो तो नहीं मिलेगी. कौन सी गेम 10 मिनट के लिए लगाऊं? Roblox. Let's play Roblox. आप लोग को Roblox का गेम नहीं आता. ओपन कर लो. एक मैच का और है, एक पॉइंट का और है. ब्राजील नहीं 5 बार जीत चुकी, क्यों आ गए? Let's do it. Let's do it. Play. Game. Game खेलेंगे. जिम ओए. ये क्या बकर है? Oh, on phone. What's the problem? Boom. Check. यार हो जा मेरा भाई. मैं क्या मेरा भाई हो जा भाई. क्यों भाई? कुत्ते ने बच्चियां. हाँ, ये सब तो आता ही नहीं है जी हमें. कुछ हुआ है. ओए ये क्या हो गया जी? ये तो हैक हो गया है भाई साहब. ओए. ये कुछ बढ़िया बात. 2 मिनट दो. Yeah. बोले बूम शाकलाका. बूम. वो कैसे भाई? तरफ. Yes. Damn. Damn. Let's do it. Chat. Let's do it. Woo. 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 ब्राजील ब्राजील। ये कुछ नया हो गया भाई, इसको हटाना पड़ेगा यार भाई। ये तो मुंह ही हटा दिया हमने अपना। क्या बात है, क्या बात है। तो मुंह दिखा दो तुम लोग को, मुंह के बिना कहाँ चलेगा। Give me a second। ये लीजिए जी, मुंह देखिए हमारा। इतना भी अच्छा तो नहीं है दिख रहा है। पगड़ी नहीं नहीं पहनी। क्या दिक्कत हो रही है जी, दिक्कत हो रही है क्या सर। हो जा मेरे भाई, प्लीज हो जा यार। अच्छा ये तो, ओए ये तो एक और नया स्कैम कर दिया मैंने। ओए पप्पी जा। ओए, ओए, अच्छा एक मिनट एक मिनट, कुछ तो कुछ तो अतरंगी कर रहा हूँ। ओए ओए कहाँ चले गया। ये ब्राजील। 40 फंस गई। क्या आपको 40 फंसती है। अच्छी बात है। अच्छा जी, तो बकर जितनी मर्जी करा दो। नॉर्मल साढ़े साढ़ा कैसे हटेगा। तो स्क्रीन ही नहीं दे रही है सारी। शब्द बोलने को ना मजबूर कर देते हैं, मजबूरी ऐसी है, क्या करे। यह मजबूरी ही ऐसी, यह की कैसा मैंने पता नहीं। वो ओ मैनू समझ नहीं आता कि पीगो रहे हो। यह यार हो जा यार। अरे यार एक और लफड़ा, मैच शुरू हो जाएगा जब तक यार। हट, किस्मत ही नहीं है भैया आज। ओश डैम 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 बोल गया। डैम बोला स्टार्ट हो गया। शिट, नहीं नहीं हुआ। नहीं हुआ, नहीं हुआ। ने एक गोल मार दिया यार। मरने के बाद सो जाएंगे ना भाई, जितना सोना है। ये क्या आ गया जी, मार दूंगा मैं कुत्ते नू, कुत्ते दा बच्चा, बच्चा कुत्ते दा। हार्दिक থেকে লাগছে अरे यार पूरी तरह से बंदी और बहुत आवाज है मजाक कुत्ते हो जाना मर जाऊंगा मैं मर जाता है Brasil. Brasil. सब हो जाएगा भाई
Welcome back to Houston. Japan, the first team to emerge ahead of this second half. They are in front against Brazil. And Brazil will be making a change at the start of this second half. No great surprise, Lucas Paquetá, who we saw hobble off, is going to be replaced by 19-year-old Endrick.
Well, they're going to hope to get a spark from him because they definitely need one. They've run out of ideas here against an incredibly organized, collective Japan, and everything Japan wanted, for the most part, went their way. I think Brazil's going to have to get into the repress more. They're going to have to try to win the ball and create a little bit more confusion, get a little bit more width in their game. But this is set up for a beautiful second half.
The competition's most decorated nation has 45 minutes to save themselves.
Football fans, please welcome back to the pitch.
Kaishu Sano with the only goal of the game, really well taken as he drove on from midfield and fired low past Allison. The Japanese may be outnumbered in the stadium here, but they are the ones dreaming of a first knockout victory at a World Cup finals at the 5th attempt. There's confirmation of the change for Brazil, with Endrick on for Lucas Paquetá. Neymar there still waiting for his moment, perhaps to have an influence on this particular game. Paquetá not moving at all well. He's finally got his boots sorted out, Endrick. And here he is. Endrick of Real Madrid, but spent time on loan at Lyon last season. And there has been a clamour in Brazil for him to get more game time, even start games, but Carlo Ancelotti has preferred to use him from the bench and listen to the roar for him. So that change has been met with a seal of approval. Let's see what kind of a difference he can make. Back underway then, Japan in the white shirts, going from left to right here in Houston. And with that one goal advantage. And Endrick is onto this. First involvement for him. Cunha up there with him. Touched off to Ryan. Vinicius Jr. Swirling ball. Good handling from Suzuki.
That's why you bring on Endrick. You got youthful spirit here. You got a young player that's extremely talented. Stage may be set for him to break out, but he can run at people. He can do it in tight spaces. He's a player that's got to try to lift this team now. Also brings into question amazing control from Ueda.
Ridiculous, wasn't it? Nakamura got a second bite at this one.
Took my breath away.
It's not a bad ball either. This is Ritsu Duan, and hacked away by Douglas Santos. So they've only failed to score in one of their last 13 World Cup matches. That was a 1-0 group stage defeat to Cameroon 4 years back. Desperate for one now. Ito. This one has gone though. Brazil awarded a free kick, much to the dismay of the entire Japanese bench down there.
Brazil's definitely trying to make this a little bit more of a chaotic game, a little bit more of a high-tempo game.
Gabriel. Vinicius Jr. Good ball, Endrick. Unable to get it under his spell. And Maeda on the surge for Japan. What a run this is. He sends his team a free kick. It's brought about a yellow card as well for Danilo.
So Danilo and Casemiro have one. This is obviously to kill off this transitional moment. It's a professional foul. This referee's been very, very good on making sure that people understand somebody breaks out in transition and you grab them, you're picking up a yellow.
Maurizio Mariani of Italy is our referee for this one, incidentally. Hiroki Ito. Safely back to Zion Suzuki, earning his 29th cap for Japan today. 8 clean sheets from 10 appearances in qualifying for the Japanese goalkeeper. Bit of a loose touch there from Tomiyasu, which meant the second one he was struggling to reach.
And Cunha was trying to apply the pressure here. They're going to give Japan a free kick.
Japan's 8th goal at this World Cup, which equals the record for an Asian nation. A level now with Korea Republic, who also got 8 in 2002. Oh, nicely done. Casemiro getting a toe on it, and that could break rather nicely for Endrick. And the pass not up to the required standard.
Japan's got to be very, very careful here, especially in this first 15 minutes, to keep their composure. They're finding spaces. Brazil's committing themselves forward.
Maeda on the move. Marquinhos unflustered back to Alisson.
Marquinhos is just so good. That was just effortless.
He plays the game as though he's wearing carpet slippers.
There are those defenders that are just effortless and can do things in a different way because they read the game on the next level, and he's one of them.
Just the 39 trophies he's won in 13 years at Paris Saint-Germain. Just the 39.
Incredible.
Maeda to Nakamura. It's a nice touch, but it didn't work out. And Brazil back on the attack with Vinicius Jr. Guimaraes. Gabriel. Casemiro. Marquinhos. Danilo.
Ball comes central. There's just a block of 6 Japanese players. It's going to be very hard, even with all the talent Brazil has, to play in those tight spaces and break through and break them down.
The fact that they're defending so narrow, does that tell us they're wanting Brazil to go out wide?
It may be, but, you know, if you're going out wide and you're getting the ball to the feet of Endrick and you're getting the ball to the feet of Vini Jr. early, I don't find anything wrong with that from an attacking standpoint. He's coming in on his right a lot.
That's a good ball, and it's a really good save as well from Suzuki. Guimaraes denied.
Tremendous delivery from Danilo. First really clear chance I think Brazil has had today. It's brought the crowd back. But look at this, just put on a platter here. Timing is there, everything is there. Head meets the ball. And it's a good save from Suzuki.
Has that lit the fuse for Brazil, I wonder? Scooped in again, this time towards Vinicius Jr. Guimaraes.
Brazilian fans are back in it, there's no question.
Vinicius Jr.'s cut back. Cleared away. But Brazil will recycle and build again. Marquinhos.
Vini Jr. did well there to get to the end line. I think that in combination with delivery from an inverted way is the way back for them. It's got to be a mixture.
Brazil raising the tempo now, increasing the pressure on Japan, who are dropping deeper and deeper. Ryan. It's deep, it's back across. Did it cross the line? No, it didn't. No, it didn't. Amazingly, it did not. And now the counter is on for Japan. Junya Ito, Maeda streaking through the middle. There's others up there as well. Nakamura, driven across. And an opportunity wasted. Wow, drama at both ends.
Unbelievable sequence. And Brazil, they teased out the goalkeeper Suzuki and pinballs around the penalty area. Tomiyasu blocks it. He doesn't even know he blocked it. This is just an incredible sequence. And then it leads to that transitional moment. But Brazil getting rewarded with coming out here with more vigor, more intent, and more urgency.
Well, luck was certainly shining down on Japan then, that is for sure. And they maintain their 1-goal advantage here. Casemiro. Ryan with Danilo flying up round the back of him. Guimaraes now. And cleared by Doan.
Brazil looks a lot more alive here now. They seem to have woken up.
Real test now of Japan's defensive resolve. Ryan against Nakamura. And again, he's delivered well. They're coming in from both sides, left and right now. Gabriel, that's decent, and thumped in for the equaliser by Casemiro. Houston sways in yellow and green. The summer has found its rhythm. The carnival has found its heartbeat. Brazil back in business.
Well, you could feel it coming. The irony here is that Casemiro got caught on the Japanese goal by Cassiusano. Well, he's just equalized. There's no pressure on the delivery. He's onside at the back post. He pulls away from a defender and snaps in the sweetest of headers. Gets up beautifully, times it perfectly. And that is just a blurry orb that flies past Suzuki. But you could feel it coming. Brazil has woken up here. Their fans have woken up. Their energy and urgency is back now.
Well, how the atmosphere in here has changed after that. Did mention earlier on that he's been scoring a lot of headers for Manchester United in the season just gone. There's one for Brazil, one that levels the game in Houston. 8 of his 9 goals in the Premier League last season, headers. And now it really is game on again.
Well, and if you're Japan, you got to say to yourself, you started to defend too deep. You had mentioned that. You didn't get any pressure on the delivery. You made it a little bit easy. And the more of those types of balls that were being bent in, there were warning signs prior to it. Cunha had a header that was close.
There is Casemiro, but given away cheaply. That might open the door for Maeda, but he was surrounded. Here's Raya. Out to Vinicius Junior, puts it through the legs of Tomiyasu. Danger here. Vinicius Junior, brilliant skill! Off the inside of the post! And belted over by Cunha. Wow! Brilliant stuff from Vinicius Junior, but left looking at the heavens in frustration.
Just eye-popping. Through the legs, he's gone. You're not going to catch him. And then with the outside of, I think Suzuki got a hand on this. We're about to find out. He did. This is a huge save from Suzuki on Vinny Jr. to put that off the post, because that was ticketed for the lower corner. Spectacular goalkeeping from Zion Suzuki.
Well, the pace, the tempo, the intensity of the game now has gone up 2-3-fold, hasn't it?
Yeah, they brought it up another level here. They got their fans back in it now. You could feel it coming. The opening kickoff in the second half, you could just see Brazil looked a different team, ready to do more and ready to get back in this game.
Here's Maeda for Japan. Ritsu Doan. Nicely done, Maeda took it on the spin. Gets away from him though.
Yeah, here's the look at it. Definitely Casemiro's onside. That back post area is a beautiful place to get. You pull off and away from a defender because their eyes are on the ball. And he just does what he does best.
The right foot of Hiroki Ito, playing him onside. Brazilian royalty in attendance today. Ronaldo looking on, he'll be feeling much better about how this is going now for Brazil, having seen that Casemiro equaliser.
Yeah, so Japan is rattled a bit now, and they got to see if they can get themselves a little bit more composed here, because that was an incredible wave of attacks from Brazil. Saw the obvious handball.
Vinicius Junior. Guimaraes. Want to thread that one through. Either Douglas Santos or Vinicius Junior, but didn't reach either of them.
Yeah, there's just not enough pressure on the ball, but that with or without pressure, this is a beautifully hung up ball at the back post. And look at that leap from Casemiro. I mean, the timing of it, nobody went up with him.
Casemiro, the second oldest goal scorer for Brazil at the World Cup, behind only Bebeto.
Tremendous crossing and finishing. What an example of it. This is good from Japan here now to take a bit out of it.
Suzuki, who's made 4 saves in the match. That'll run for Maeda, making a beeline for goal. Alisson there to deal with it.
He's an absolute flyer, Maeda.
Well, that's the thing. They do have a lot of pace at the top of the pitch on transitions. They are deadly, Japan.
That has to be honored, and Brazil's fully aware of it. Now we're seeing Japan trying to get organized and press a little bit higher here.
Oh, Maeda closing that one down from Alisson. Hendrick.
We've seen a few goalkeepers in the World Cup get caught in possession.
Vinicius Junior. Cunha to Guimaraes. Spins away from Maeda. Danilo. Oh, it's all coming together now for Brazil. Ryan. Great skill. Cunha. Ryan delivering. And Suzuki is there. But that was like the Brazil of old when I was growing up.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit more of the tricks and flicks and the great combination play and movement and mobility. They're definitely more alive here in the second half, but now it's got their goal. Now it's kind of settled into a period here of measuring each other again.
Well, it looked like one of the standout ties in the round of 32. It's delivered, hasn't it?
No question about it, and it's absolutely fascinating.
Maeda. He's got Marquinhos all over him. But he's got away from him. What a ball that is. No flag. Wader. Junior Ito making his move into the penalty area now, but he takes it on himself and he really hit that. Spilled by Alisson. Really thundered goalwards, but it's back in the hands of the Brazilian keeper.
Yeah, it's hit with tremendous power. It took a slight deflection. It's Alisson's all the way, though. Might wonder if that was the right decision, because he did have some options getting in and around the box. You also like the fact that he took the responsibility to try and produce a second goal for Japan.
Change on the way for Brazil. Gabriel Martinelli is down there and ready for action.
Can you imagine? Nice sub to have. Nice change to be able to make. Dipping into Gabriel Martinelli.
Vinicius Junior. And Japan are readying changes as well. Hydration break not too far away. Ryan, Guimaraes. Vinicius Junior onto Santos. Steered clear. Oh, Japan's goal scorer, Sano.
But these crosses coming from wider areas, this has been a real bonus to kind of stretching out Japan a little bit more and creating little pockets of space.
Mateus Cunha is off and Gabriel Martinelli is on. And Japan making alterations of their own here. Yukinari Sugawara will be one of those to be introduced. So will Junichiro Suzuki. And he is the first to make his entrance.
It's like Dewan's going out as well.
And Nakamura. Those the two to make way.
Well, now it's kind of reset to a game where Japan's playing for that moment again. With Brazil dominating all the possession.
Hydration break may well come at a good time for Japan, the way this is going at the moment.
This is the Brazil we all expected here in the second half.
Martinelli.
Everything just seems quicker, you know. The ball's leaving their feet quicker. Their decision-making's quicker.
Ryan getting much more success down that side as well. Didn't see a great deal from him in the first half, but much more positive in the second. Beautifully poised this now. Casemiro. Ryan again getting the cross in. Martinelli with the outside of the boot. Casemiro, he's spotted Hendrick. It's flicked away, few appeals for a penalty from behind that goal. And the referee tells Hendrick to get back up off the floor.
We had about 60,000 fans also appealing for that penalty as well. I can't give that. He's won the header. A little slight nudge there, but nobody's given that.
Well, it's riveting. We've hit the hydration break. This game got top billing, and it's delivered. Japan in front, Brazil now level. It's game on for a place in the round of 16.
So who we playing?
Local crew. They haven't lost since 1996.
That's Beckham.
Didn't matter who showed up. They owned that pitch. They say Zidane didn't speak for a week.
Still have that threat in behind.
Oh, there's no question about it. That could leave them vulnerable. Now, it'd be interesting if we would even see Neymar here today, because Neymar could certainly move the needle of emotion in this building if that was something Carlo Ancelotti wanted to do. And of course, we all know he's an incredibly talented player as well.
Oh, Lucas Paquetá, who is nothing more than a spectator now, with that left leg heavily strapped, heavily iced. And when you get games like this, you never want them to end, do you?
You definitely don't. We're seeing something special here today. And the way this tournament was set up, yeah, it was expanded to 48 teams, but what that does is that sets you up for 16 games of consequence. And we're at a great one right now, and there are two more great ones today. Germany, Paraguay, and then, of course, Morocco and Netherlands. There's going to be all eyes on those games as well.
Certainly so. Of course, Netherlands facing Morocco for the right to come here to take on Canada in Houston. Germany, Paraguay, the winner of that one will take on France or Sweden. So back underway. Brazil 1, Japan 1. And where is the next twist coming from, I wonder?
So the three high players are Hayan, Hendrik, and Vinny. Hayan and Vinny are getting the width here. And you wouldn't bet against Vinny in a game like this, although he just got dispossessed.
Anya Ito was impeded. Japan get the set piece.
And that was Martinelli, like he was a man possessed here, trying to get back here and kill off that transitional moment.
Kamada. Noguchi. Sano. Sold the pass short. Received gratefully by Douglas Santos. Now Danilo carrying Brazil up towards halfway. Guimarães. Hendrik. Good ball. Vinicius Junior. Only one thing on his mind by the looks of this. And then put it into an area where there wasn't a yellow shirt.
That was a rare moment where the entire Japanese team was turned and running back towards their own goal, which we have not seen a lot of tonight. They kept the game for the most part in front of them. That's what they do.
Ryan.
The focus, the concentration, the intense concentration to play without the ball like this is something special that Japan carries.
Gabriel sending that one over. And a miscued header, I think, from Ryan, but it did take a deflection. It's gone behind for the corner.
Well, Japan's living on the edge here. That's the way they conceded their goal, right? That same area is where that delivery came from. And they're going to have to get out to crossers of the ball a little bit quicker. You can't bank on defending them. You got to get a few blocks in and throw the deliverer of the ball off a bit.
That's a poor delivery, that. That is a waste, to say the least.
Yeah.
We are only looking one way at the moment, Glenn, and that is away to our left. Brazil pushing. Brazil probing. Japan digging in. Marquinhos. Martinelli. Vinicius Junior. Trying to move Japan side to side and expose gaps here.
Well,
Hey.
When you decide to do it, it just has to go quicker. That's the whole idea. You're moving him from one side of the pitch to the other. And then hopefully you're going to get Vinny isolated or in a place where there's some overloads.
Brazil have progressed from the first knockout round of a World Cup at the last 8 editions. And they make it a 9th here. Vinicius Jr. has found Hendrick. Well, he just lifted it, expecting Martinelli to have made a move, but he didn't. Such an exciting player, though, Hendrick. Worked with Carlo Ancelotti at Real Madrid, albeit briefly. He was injured for most of Ancelotti's time there, and when he was fit, Xabi Alonso barely used him. There's no doubt that he is the future of this Brazilian team, Hendrick. Here's Gabriel. Vinicius Jr. Douglas Santos with the opportunity to deliver the cross. Out to Martinelli. Well, Suzuki barely moved, he knew it was going wide.
Second balls like that, though, and balls that come off defenses. Somebody jumping on it, he was always caught leaning back. It didn't drop for him perfectly. But you have to try it from there.
Double change for Japan here. Shuta Mashino is coming on, and Daichi Kamada is going off. And Ao Tanaka of Leeds United is joining us as well. Junya Ito was the other player to leave the field. Not got anywhere to be tonight, Glenn, have you? Because I think we could be in for the long haul here.
We could be in for the long haul. It makes it even more dramatic.
Danilo very quickly shut down by Suzuki.
Does kind of give you that feel as we enter the 79th minute.
Now Casemiro dealing with that, safely back to Alisson. Douglas Santos. Casemiro. Straight through the middle it goes. Ryan was the target. He hits the turf. Looks rather forlornly in the direction of the referee.
That was a good ball from Casemiro, and it's a good angled in run.
Another full house here in Houston, 68,777. All but one of the games here have been absolutely jam-packed. And even the Cabo Verde match with Saudi Arabia was only a couple hundred short of being a complete sellout. Hendrick. Good challenge from Tanaka. But then he gives it away. Ryan. And now Brazil lose it. Heading towards the last 10 minutes. Nothing to separate them. I've not seen a crowd as energetic as this for as long as this. You can hear the drums beating in the background, but when you look around, particularly at the moment, the Japanese fans just bouncing up and down constantly. Kind of wear themselves out.
It's as if they're out there playing. I mean, that's the beautiful connection between supporters and players. Supporters really feel that they can help you win this game, and there's no doubt that influence exists.
Well, Japan had led in their 2 previous knockout matches coming into this and went on to lose both. They were 2-0 up with just over 20 minutes left against Belgium. In 2018, lost that. They were 1-0 up at half-time against Croatia 4 years ago. Lost on penalties.
Again, a great job from Japan there to double up Vinny Jr.
And Brazil have pegged them back here. Vinicius Jr. making a dart for the line. Back-heeled away from Sukiwara. Danilo. Gabriel. Diving header out from Taniguchi. Is there a winner in this before the 90 minutes are up? Controlled on the chest by Danilo, but Japan refusing to budge.
Japanese do a great job of, when the point of attack is switched like that with a longer diagonal ball, they all shift over so quickly.
Martinelli delivering now. That sails behind. Wader hoping to make this his. He did. And it's tied it up by Douglas Santos.
Saw him use his right arm to try to fend off Gabriel. He was trying to just drop the ball there for a runner to come and pick it up. But it's tough. It's tough to deal in the air with Gabriel and Marquinhos. And when you're a lone striker up there and maybe have a secondary striker to help you, it's not easy.
Pushed inside for the on-running Danilo. He's taken down. There'll be a card for sure. Yeah, Suzuki is carded.
Second half sub. It's an obvious foul. Looked as though really that Maeda was going to be able to deal with him. I didn't know if he had to come in from that angle, but it's easy to say from up here. This is a very dangerous set piece from the area where this ball is, and this is something that you think is going to get whipped, hit very hard towards the back post.
Zion Suzuki on red alert here, the Japanese goalkeeper. Looks as though it will be Ryan, despite the presence of Guimaraes being there. We'll see. It is Ryan who goes for it, deflected up and over.
Hendrick got ahead on that, I think, or did it come off a Japanese? It came off a Japanese defender. The idea here is just to hit this hard and wrap your foot around it. It's good defending to just help it over the crossbar.
It was Suzuki, I think, who actually conceded the free kick in the first place, who flicked it clear. Brazil keeping the pressure on in the shape of a corner now. Very flat, flicked on by Casemiro. Vinicius Junior. Plenty in canary yellow inside the box. Brazil have got a man down inside that penalty area. Guimarães digs out the cross with the outside of the boot. And behind it goes.
Gabriel Martinelli, it looks like.
Yep, it is.
He got caught. Here he is trying to lean in there. Hey, just got an errant arm. And that arm came from Maeda. Maeda got up earlier. You do go up with your arms extended. And that's why Martinelli got the worst of it. Maeda got up first.
Extra time looming large here. We're into the last 5 minutes now of the 90. Reminder, the winners go through to face either Côte d'Ivoire or Norway. Wader getting up well. Good run from Maeda. From left to right. Machino to Sugawara. Sano. And they find the right ball in. No, they can't.
This is where Brazil's got to go.
Hendrick looking to get Martinelli away. And Suzuki comes out a long way. And clears for touch.
Alert goalkeeping. He saw what was transpiring and what happened with that loss of possession in midfield, so he was already thinking about being a covering player.
He's an assured presence, isn't he, the goalkeeper? I've been really impressed with him throughout this tournament.
Yeah, he's got some flamboyance to him, too. He is an interesting goalkeeper, but got a good kicking game as well. Go back to that save he made on Vinny that he pushed off the post.
Yeah, superb that. Absolutely ridiculous save. Danilo. Ryan. Well, Suzuki put an arm in his chest, I think. Free kick given. We're hearing there'll be 6 additional minutes to be played at the end of the 90 here.
The late minutes of football. A lot can happen in that time.
Might something happen here off this set play? Guimarães to up one in. Marquinhos was rising. Vinicius Junior. Well, suddenly it opens up. Bends one, deflected and away for a corner. We were right behind that, and that Japanese defence just opened up. Vinicius Junior took it on, and it's broken for the corner kick.
Well, Martinelli made a great run to peel 2 defenders off Vinny, and that allowed him to create his own shooting opportunity.
Corner played short. Ryan lofting one up there. Vinicius Junior. Twisting, turning. Trying to give 2 Japanese defenders the slip. Now Tanaka in a real tussle of the 2 number 7s there. Well, it's gone in Brazil's favour, this free kick.
Tremendous from Vinny Jr. to fight back and recover and win the ball.
Whipped in again. Suzuki, a clean pair of hands. Now maybe Japan can have a break of their own. Machino, who was a late replacement for the injured Wataru Endo. Intelligent pass left to right. Sugawara steps round Douglas Santos. Only half away to Tanaka. Suzuki. Well, rather telegraphed cross, really, because Marquinhos knew exactly what was coming. He just belts it away into touch. Problem down there, I think, for Casemiro, who sat down inside his own box. There he is. And a change may be required here. There is some activity. Fabinho, I think, is the one being prepared.
Been quite the day for Casemiro.
Well, yeah, certainly involved in both goals. Not for good reasons, the first one, but much better reasons for the equaliser. And Fabinho, who now plays for Al Ittihad, is about to join us, appearing at his second World Cup.
You get a lot of experience with Fabinho. He's definitely a deputizing central midfield player, but he's a holding midfield type just like Casemiro. So you go to the bench for a guy that's got a tremendous amount of experience.
And won the Champions League and Premier League whilst at Liverpool. So it's the end of the road in this game for Casemiro. He seems to be struggling with his groin. Fabinho can't get on until Casemiro is off. Now he gets the green light. Japan have a throw.
The reminder, Paul, that all these injuries piling up, that depth is so important in a short tournament like this. You know, we don't know the degree of the injuries, but if they're injuries that are going to take more time, you're having to rely on others.
Yeah, they've got Rafinha already on the treatment table, don't forget. As it's played through now to Endrick. Is this Brazil's moment? Martinelli is up there with him. Guimarães arriving on the scene. Endrick with it all to do. And great defending that from Taniguchi.
You said it. Taniguchi's not letting that cross in. Exceptional. Great positional sense from Taniguchi. He's a veteran. He's 34 years old. That's one of his trademarks, is blocking shots. Well, he sealed off that end line, didn't allow that delivery to get in.
Halfway through, the 6 added. Fabinho's header is a harmless one. Well, Brazil have needed extra time 8 times at the World Cup. 5 of those have gone to penalty shootouts. Well, extra time is not far away here in Houston. And I'm not going to complain about that. I want more of this.
Just think of the pressure on, you know, these 2 sets of players, Brazil and Japan. Maybe more so even on Brazil, because most people expected Brazil to win this.
Marquinhos.
To even think of Brazil getting knocked out of this stage of a World Cup is, you know, people would say you're crazy.
Well, it's been a real test of their credentials, this. Let's go back to what their camp has been saying throughout. They feel they are good enough to go right to the very end here, Japan. And they've shown us today just how dangerous they can be. That's a neat give and go. Pull back for Endrick. Now Tanaka quickly on the scene to, well, win it and then lose it. Guimaraes. Pass through, what a ball, Martinelli! Brazil are heading through to the round of 16. For one glorious moment, Houston belongs to Brazil. Surely no way back now for Japan.
Well, I spoke earlier in this game about the value of the repress today for Brazil, and this is after they repressed and won the ball. But Martinelli gets a great position between two defenders. They can't close him down in time. How quickly he gets that shot off is a big, big key here. And it's absolutely fantastic. It's the glory game. It's Martinelli, it's Brazil. And they do it in the final minute of stoppage time here. It does not come easy, but it comes in beautiful fashion.
Well, Koki Agawa is going to come on for Japan with barely any time to make a difference. And Brazil are going to bring on Danilo Santos.
Well, what Japan's going to do here after these changes, I think, they're lining everybody up on the halfway line, and they're going to knock it as deep as they possibly can and just run it down as a group.
This knockout game barrier is just something that Japan can't seem to clear.
And Brazil's fully aware of this. You can see amongst their players, they're talking about, be careful off this kickoff. You can actually see the intention of Japan.
Sugawara is over the ball. And Suzuki. One last push, perhaps, from Japan. To try and keep their tournament alive here. Clattered into touch, and it took a nick off a Japanese leg as well, and that was celebrated wildly. Free kick awarded to Hendrick, who says, could you not have just allowed Martinelli to stride on with the ball there?
Would have been the most space Brazil found all night because of this tough collective defending. But there's the repress. We spoke about it. Beautiful ball. Absolutely fantastic ball from Bruno Guimaraes to pick out Gabriel Martinelli, who positioned himself between two defenders in a great place and then delivers the goods and the goal and likely the game.
Well, Brazil will be heading to New York, New Jersey as things stand, unless Japan can find one big chance late in the game. Well, Machino penalised for a foul.
Now Brazil's just got to push up the field, hit this long. Finish this off, but here's your star man, Gabriel Martinelli. There's another star man, Ronaldo.
With Bebeto alongside him.
And Bebeto. Men that know what it is to win a World Cup.
But what it must be like for these Brazilian players to have those legends following them around wherever they go. It does apply a lot of pressure, doesn't it?
It does apply a lot of pressure, no question.
Brazil now seconds away. Suzuki pumping it long. Towering header from Martinelli. Sugawara's flick. Danilo Santos clearing. Anywhere will do now, as far as Brazil are concerned. Well, Carlo Ancelotti, a picture of calmness amid chaos down on the touchline.
Both benches are standing up, every single player.
And there it is. Brazil march on to the round of 16 in the most dramatic of circumstances. More knockout heartbreak for Japan. But the quest for the elusive sixth star remains a reality. The ghosts of 2002 are kept at bay for another day. The journey to the summit, that long and agonizing climb, continues. But Brazil lives to dream again. Gabriel Martinelli, in the 96th minute, wins it. They come from behind to go through by 2-1.
Absolutely spectacular moment for Brazil. They wake up in the second half. They have a wonderful opponent to credit for waking them up in Japan. Japanese won the first half. Brazil won the second half, got the vital goal. And of all